Good morning. It's Monday morning. Glad to have you back with us. Uh, Excited. Hope you had a good weekend. I see a lot of you got some of your assignments done. Others of you haven't started. A lot of people didn't get a chance to watch the whole video, so I hope you'll do that differently this week. So let's begin with the pledge. I am smart. I am gifted. I am a learner. I am a scholar. I am preparing now for my future. I am the main ingredient in my success. Every lesson won't be easy. Every concept won't be learned the first time. I may get frustrated, but I won't give up and I won't quit. I will try. I will strive. I will thrive. I will achieve. I will succeed, for I am an example of excellence. Clap one time. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. We don't have any time to waste. So we're going to jump right in first by reviewing our homework from last week. We're going to review our homework from last week. All right, remember you go to the classwork tab, you go under Math Wednesday's assignment. All right, it was a Google slide. And let's review it. Blow it up some. All right, so the first question asks, it says, for each situation, draw a sketch. I said you don't have to worry about the sketch and calculate the volume. Now, that means we need to remember what volume is. Volume equals what? Length times width times height. All right? So, it says a small fish tank is filled to the top with water. The tank measures 15 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. So that is giving you the dimensions. So you have 15 times 10 times 10, right? What does that equal? Well, 15 times 10 equals 150. So the base, which is length times width, is equal to 15 times 10, which is equal to 150. So base is equal to 150. Volume is equal to base times height, or 150 times 10, which is equal to 1500. So this one should be 1500 cubic centimeters, or centimeters cubed. Now, it then asks, what is the volume of the tank, fish tank, in milliliters? Now, we learned last week, what did we learn? We learned that volume is equal to capacity. So if it's 1500 cubic centimeters, then it's also going to be 1500 milliliters. Wow, just that simple. You see that? Real simple. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one says Jana filled her pencil box with 30 centimeter cubes. What might the dimensions of her pencil box be? Well, we said we didn't have to sketch it out. So what is the volume of the pencil box? Well, we said that the centimeter cubes are equal to cubic centimeters. So the answer is going to be 30 centimeters cubed. All right, what's the volume going to be in milliliters? Well, we know that milliliters is equal to centimeters cubed. So the answer is going to be, why did it flip upside down? That's interesting. All right, let me see if I can fix that. Let's add another text box. color it blue. All right, that answer is going to be 30 as well. Good job. All right. So the next one says, find the volume of the prism. So we're here. We know that volume is equal to length times width times height. So that means it's equal to 15 times 5 times 3, which is equal to what? Well, 15 times 5 is what? Do y'all know? 15 times 5 is 75 times 3. 75 times 3 then becomes 225. So that means this answer is 225 cubic centimeters. Now, what would it be in liquid? Well, it would be, if we had to shade the area, it would be the equivalent of 225 milliliters. All right? Man, see, that's not real difficult, is it? Remember, the same amount you get in cubic centimeters is the same amount in milliliters. Remember that the formula for volume is length times width times height, which means if you added those, you're wrong. If you didn't multiply all three numbers, you're wrong. All right, let's go to the second sheet. Second sheet says, let's break them into pieces. So, man, this is kind of interesting. So we know that depending on how we divide into prisms. So I think I'm going to do the bottom prism first. So bottom prism is going to be my prism 1. So the bottom prism is 2, has a height of 2, has a length of 4, and has a width of 2. So let's see. Prism 1 has a height of 2, a length of 4, and a width of 2, which equals what? 2 times 4 is 8, times 2 is 16. So prism 1 is going to have a volume of 16. All right, that means prism 2 is at the top. Prism 2 is going to have a height of 2, a width of 2, and a length of 2. So prism 2 is going to have a height of 2, because again, you're going what? 1, 2, not the whole 4, because you're just doing this top part. 2, a length of 2, 1, 2, and a width of 2. So you're going to have 2 times 2 times 2, which equals what? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So prism 2 is going to have a volume of 8. So the whole shape is going to have a volume. Remember, we did this. Prism 2, prism 1 plus prism 2 equals 16 plus 8 equals 24. 24. All right, that should be your answer. Here's the next one. So you have prism 1. Let's say prism 1 has a height of 1, has a length of 5 and has a width of 2. Has a height length of 5, a width of 2, and a height of 1. So that equals 5 times 2 times 1 equals 10. All right, prism 2, which is at the top, has a height of 1, a length of 3, and a width of 2. So it has a length of 3, a width of 2, and a height of 1. So that equals what? 6. Good job. So prism 1 plus prism 2 equals 10 plus 6 equals 16. Let's fill it in. Prism 1 is 10. Prism 2 is 6. Prism 3, the total of the two is 16. Man, that's awesome. So I pray you were able to get those answers, because those answers are the answers for today. And before we get on to our assignment, I want to just review 2 more of these decomposing prisms to figure out total volume, right? That's what we're doing right here. So let me just erase these answers so that in case you haven't done it yet, you can go and do it and get some more practice. I really hope y'all are getting this work done, because I've been seeing some people that haven't done any. Some of you have been trying to do the work without watching the videos, and that's not successful. The videos are designed to help you. The videos are designed to help make your ability to learn this stuff easier. But if you don't watch the videos, then of course you're not going to figure it out. So please watch these videos. Don't just try to answer the sheets, because chances are you may be getting it wrong. And there's no need for you to get these wrong. These are some of the easiest assignments out there. But if you don't do the work, then of course you're not going to get it right. All right. So with that being said, let's go to this. Let's do the next 2 problems. These are problems that were part of the assignment before. Wrong page. All right, so we've done 2 of them. Let's do these 2. All right, so let's do these 2. So the way I'm going to do these 2, I think I'm going to, let me see if I can download these. All right, let's see if we can figure out how to do this together. All right, so these are the ones we did last week for work. So we're going to do these 2 right here. All right. Now, let's start with this one. And let's see if we can figure this out by dividing this prism. You don't have the little blocks this time. Let's see if we can divide it by just drawing a line. Let's see if I can draw a line. Okay, that didn't let me do what I wanted to do. Where is my drawing? Drawing tool. All right, I want to draw something. I want to draw a line. All right, that's my line I want to draw. So now I have divided this into prism 1 and prism 2. All right. So let's see if we can figure out the dimensions for prism 1. So for prism 1, we're going to say prism 1 is the bottom. Prism 1 has a height. This is prism 1. All right, so based on this, prism 1 has a height of what? A height of 2. All right, height equals 2. Has a length of what? 8. Has a length of 8. And has a width of what? 2. All right. So with that information, find the volume for prism 1. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Find the volume for prism 1. You have 1 minute. You know the height, you know the length, you know the width. Again, we said that the bottom is prism 1, and we have a height, a length, and width for that. All right. So that's our time. So we know that volume is equal to length times width times height. So that means it's equal to 8 times 2 times 2. 8 times 2 is what? 16. 16 times 2 is what? 32. So prism 1 is equal to 32 centimeters cubed. All right. What about prism 2? All right. So prism 2, you now are only looking at this piece right here. So instead of having a length of 8, this tells you that this part is 6, so you have a length of 2. So you have a length of 2. Instead of having a height of 6, this tells you that you only have a height of 4. And you have a width, the same width, with it, which is 2. All right, take a minute now and find the volume of prism 2 and the volume of the whole shape. Because remember, you're just adding prism 1 and prism 2. I'm going to give you a minute to do that. Find the volume of prism 2 and then find the volume of the whole shape. Good job. All right, 10 more seconds. You should have two more answers for me. One of the volume of prism 2, as well as the volume of the whole shape. All right, time's up. So we know that what? Volume equals what? Volume is equal to length times width times height, which is equal to 2 times 2 times 4, which is equal to 16. 16 centimeters cubed. All right, so that means the whole shape is equal to prism 1 plus prism 2, which is 32 plus 16, which gives you what? 48 centimeters cubed. Good job. Ooh, now we have 3 layers. 3 layers. All right. So let's figure this out, because we're going to call this, we're going to call this, we have layer 1. We're going to work from the top to the bottom. So layer 1 is going to be this right here. Layer 2 is going to be this right here. Layer 3 is going to be this right here. So prism 1 is going to be here. Prism 2, or layer 2, we can call it prism 2, is going to be right here. And this is prism 3. All right, so let's guess some dimensions. All right, take 30 seconds and give me the dimensions for prism 1. Give me the dimensions for prism 1. The dimensions, the length, the width, and the height of prism 1. We said prism 1 is the top prism. 5 seconds. Good. All right. So prism 1 has a length of 3. It has a width of 2. And it has a height of 2. All right, take 30 seconds and give me the dimensions for prism number 2. Prism number 2 does not include prism number 1 or prism number 3. It simply includes prism number 2. You have 30 seconds. All right. So prism number 2 has a what? Has a length of 5. All right. It has a height or width of 2 and a height of 2. All right. Good. Now let's do the last one. Let's take 30 seconds and give me the dimensions for prism 3. Prism 3 is the bottom prism. It's the longest. All right. So if we count this, it has a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So prism 3 has a length of 7, has a height, a width of 2, and a height of 2. Now you can't say that prism 2 has a height of 6 because that wouldn't be even, because it doesn't extend all the way out, all the way up in all areas of the prism. All right. So we have the dimensions. All right. Take a minute and a half and give me the volume of prism 1, prism 2, and prism 3, and then give me the volume of the whole shape. Take a minute and a half. A minute and a half. That's a minute, 30 seconds. In fact, you know what? I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes, and I want you to give me the the volume of prism 1, prism 2, and prism 3, and then give me the volume of the total shape. Remember that volume equals what? Length times width times height. Y'all are doing such a great job. We're almost done because now after this, you just have to do your assignment. I'm really proud of your work. All right, y'all are doing well. You have a minute more. A minute more. Good job. Thirty seconds. All right, that's your time. So if length times width times height is the area for volume, then prism 1's volume is 3 times 2 times 2, which is equal to what? 6 times 2, which is equal to 12. All right, prism 2 then is 5 times 2 times 2, which is what? 20. Did y'all get 20? 20 centimeters cubed. All right. And then the last one, prism 3, is 7 times 2 times 2, which is equal to what? 28 centimeters cubed. So what's the total? It's going to be 12 plus 20 plus 28. 12 plus 20 plus 28. What'd you get? 20 plus 28 is 48, plus 12 is 60. You should have gotten 60 centimeters cubed. Now that 3 is really an exponent, so don't write it the same size as your centimeters. It's really a smaller number to the upper right of the M. Okay, so that takes us to our assignment for today. Today's assignment is 3 pages long. Some of y'all have not been doing all the pages of your assignment. It's 3 pages long, and we're going to review it real fast. All right. Nope, that's not it. All right, it's entitled Week 3, Day 1. So the first thing it tells you, question number 1 is, before the renovation of the Academy's California Butterfly Collection was in the glass display case shown as below, what was the volume of the display case? So you just solve it and write your answer in the box. Click on the box, double click it, and then type your answer in. Whatever your answer is, type it in. All right? That's question number 1. The second page, you don't have a question number 2. It goes to question number 3. It tells you the length of the aquarium and wants you to find the volume in cubic centimeters. It gives you the formula. Then it wants you to know the capacity. Remember, capacity equals volume. And then you have these two, which you're going to decompose. And then you're going to answer the question. The question is, should they order case A or case B? All right? And you got to tell why. So don't just give me the answers. I need to know which one they should order. Should they order case B or case A? They tell you what they need the cubic feet to be. So you got to tell me when you do it, when you decompose it and solve the volume, you got to tell me which one you chose. That's your assignment. All right? That is due by Friday. Friday. What's the date for Friday? That is due by Friday. Friday is May 1st. That's due by May 1st. That's your assignment. All right? So look, pretty easy. Thank you for being with us. I'm excited to get this work. Thank you for those who've been doing your work. And I look forward to seeing you if you come to virtual office hours at 11 o'clock. Have a great day.